My name is Daniela Final and I'm an artist working in Houston. My work deals with movement, choreography, performances, as well as sculpture. It's about the body and the movement and the emotions that are transmitted in the body, but also with drawing and mark making. When I started making my drawings, I realized I was starting to get very in tune with what my body was making at the time and how my lines were coming about. So I was interested in both the final product of the drawing itself as a drawing, but also in the process. And when I deal with movement, I'm always getting inspiration from that starting point, which to me are the drawings and the lines. I use the body and movement in my work because I feel like those are, to me personally, the easiest ways of expression. I also feel like it's a very universal language that you can put anywhere and people will understand it no matter what. Like, we all have bodies, we all have the same kind of gestures, and we can all understand each other. And I find that fascinating, that without speaking and just through the body movements you can communicate so much. I'm very inspired by Trisha Brown and kind of the pedestrian movements and the idea that everybody can be a dancer. When you're performing, it's very different from when you're putting movement on other people. I did a piece where people had to eat cheese, which is a very individual activity. I made it into a 3-step process of cheese eating that requires 2 people to feed 1 person. Somebody would grab the cheese and then feed the other person. So it's this idea that it's something so simple, you know, eating cheese, but I'm making it really complicated and I'm making it more about a collective experience rather than an individual experience. Breaking free from what is expected, kind of breaking free from this box of how things should be done. I'm very much drawn to people's reactions and gestures and movements and how people interact with one another. I think really watching people and seeing what they do, how they move, how they speak, how they relate to each other, those are the things that are the main inspirations in my work. I don't feel like I'm trying to break any type of rules when I'm dealing with my work. I think I'm just trying to deal with my life. I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that you really can't do everything at once and do it well, or you can't be at 1,000 places at the same time. I have this kind of anxiety sometimes of feeling that, you know, I'm running out of time, or I won't be able to become this person that I want to become, and I think that through my art I channel those ideas, and that's how I come to terms with my own life. I think it is kind of a little bit trying to break the boundaries within my work, but at the same time knowing the limits of those things. Like, yeah, I can break the rules, but within this box that I'm making.